Women's World Champion Kris Statlander will join us here at our broadcast table. And Nigel, I know Mercedes Moné and Athena, kind of an unlikely team in the tag team tournament, but tonight Mercedes worried more about defending her CMLL Women's World Championship.
Right, 12 belts. Moné trying to hold on to one of those 12 belts, while at the same time teaming with Athena to add number 13 in the AEW World Tag Team Women's Tournament. Speaking of champions, Kris Statlander, what an honor it is to have you alongside us. And I haven't had a chance to say it yet, but congratulations on usurping Toni Storm and becoming the new AEW Women's Champion.
Thank you so much, Nigel.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the CMLL World Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, Olympia.
Well, we saw Olympia make her AEW debut, winning over Taya Valkyrie a week ago on Collision. Needless to say, you can just look and see this young lady is quite the powerhouse. Look at that.
And Kris is a competitor who's known for her strength. You certainly have to be impressed with Olympia's physique.
Absolutely. Look at her. Look at her. How could you not be impressed?
She's amazing. She really is. A nationally ranked bodybuilder in Mexico. And, of course, won the right to face the CMLL Women's World Champion. But Mercedes said it would be in the USA, not in Mexico. Here we go.
And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, she is the reigning and defending CMLL World Women's Champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
The dominant champion as the Women's World Champion looks on, and I say that because, as you mentioned, Nigel, Mercedes Moné has 12 belts. She wants to add 2 more to her collection, which would be the Women's World Tag Team Champion if she and Athena can win the tournament. And, of course, coming up at Full Gear presented by DC, Kris Statlander, you really have your work cut out for you. Statlander showing off her wares. Not intimidated at all, are you?
Not at all.
See how Moné, Ultimo Moné, as she likes to refer to herself now, that plethora of gold around her waist, taking a cheap shot at you there, Kris, throwing something here at ringside. Clearly she's upset after what happened this past week on Dynamite.
I mean, I understand. I would be too, but she's just jealous that I have what she doesn't have.
I think that's a very, very valid point.
Play devil's advocate, Kris. You know, as I said, somebody who's known for their strength. What would Mercedes Moné have to do to circumnavigate the strength disadvantage here?
I mean, like you said, she's focused on Olympia, and how can you not be? I mean, just look at her. But I think one of Mercedes' strong points is her technical abilities, and she should kind of play into that instead of getting so in her head about winning all these titles and maintaining all these titles. She needs to remember who she is as a wrestler.
That's a great point from world champion Kris Statlander. 1, 2. 1, 2. Aubrey Everett's a referee. Counts 2 once again.
Doesn't take her long to get back. A little bit of a dance for Nate.
We can all do the dance.
Leapfrog by Olympia, shoved to the ropes. Mercedes follows her in, and now, whoa! Oh. Running shoulder tackle.
Again, the strength too much for Moné.
And the CMLL Women's World Champ, amongst 10 others. A pickup. Incredible. One arm. Little bicep pose, and then throws her off to the middle of the mat. And Mercedes pointing towards Statlander here. Cover. 1, 2.
I mean, I get it. I am very distracting, but she should focus on the match. She could lose one of her titles.
Well, I agree with that. This is a very, very important match for her being Mercedes. Not only that, because she has won so many belts worldwide, everyone is shooting not only to dethrone her, that everybody wants to defeat Mercedes. She has only one loss in her AEW tenure, and that, of course, was to Toni Storm. Here's cover 1, 2, and that was at All in Texas this summer. She is 29-1.
Nigel, such great competition in the women's division. I don't think there's any question we're going to crown our first ever AEW shotgun dropkick AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions very soon. We got the Blood and Guts cage match coming up a week from Wednesday in the women's division. How about the power of Olympia? We heard from Toni Storm, even she seems as though she could get involved in Blood and Guts.
Monet, so impressive. Kris, do you see any weaknesses with the champion?
She gets in her head. Look at her. She's panicking.
Hell of a matchup. One of Mercedes Monet's 12 titles on the line. Oh, wait a second. What's coming?
Olympia looked like she was going to... Mercedes throws Olympia into Kris Statlander. Champ, are you okay?
I think that was an accident.
No. Statlander will get to her feet. Kris, she's trying to provoke you. Come on, stay back here. Kris should know. Well, I understand her anger. Oh, look at this.
Mercedes Monet distracted by Statlander.
How about that? Now, Kris has the headphones back on. She was trying to provoke you, but you had a great counter that time by backing her up to the ropes. No!
She doesn't scare me like she thinks she does anymore.
Once again, a crossface, and the tap, and it's over. Statlander's going to go back to the ring.
Oh, boy.
And Mercedes runs away.
The CMLL World Women's Champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Monet escapes with her CMLL Women's title right now. Come full gear.
Not this time,
Will she
Kris.
be able to add the 13th
Not this
title
time.
to her collection? Not if Kris Statlander has anything to do with it, because you can't stop Stat.
We're going to find out at full gear if Mercedes Moné can stop Kris Statlander, or will Mercedes get yet another belt?